The ultimate favorites from Elizabeth Arden. It is all about the white tea, and white tea captures the purity, the joy, the authenticity of extraordinary moments in all of our lives. We'll tell you more about the fragrance and how it came to be, but we have two different choices, as you can see, for everyone today. The 1.7 ounce or the 3.3, and where you're getting both. You are getting the body cream. I mean, the 3.3 body cream, by the way, $25 alone, right? And then you're also getting the fragrance to go right along with it. It is yours at a price $37 for the 1.7 ounce fragrance with the body cream, or you get the large guy, the 3.3 ounce fragrance, and then of course the body cream, $49, free shipping, for flex pay, and this is the very first airing for everyone. So this is a fragrance that really is a lot of the heart and soul of Elizabeth Arden.
It is, and white tea, when it's new for us. It launched number 7 for first new launches.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it. $52 for the Eau de Toilette in the 3.3 ounce. I mean, that is like crazy.
And it's like, if heaven had a scent, this would be it. Not only does the body cream, when you experience it, it's going to blow your mind how luxurious, how beautiful, how silky your skin feels. Usually when you use like a fragranced body product, it has the scent, but it doesn't have the nourishing. White tea is in this franchise of wellness. So we've captured those extraordinary moments, like Bobby was saying. If heaven had a scent, this would be it. White tea is about taking those extraordinary moments, those real, those precious, those moments of joy in your life, whether it's with the precious moments you create with the ones you love, or it's the special moments you create for yourself that define who you are. White tea, we've captured that feeling of love, of life, of purity, and wellness with just the right amount of energy.
And that's what life is, isn't it? It's all about moments, and it's about memories. And I always think that that's what fragrance is. I say this all the time, but I think you smell with your heart, not just with your nose,
that's so
right?
Pretty. And that's true.
Isn't it true, right?
And that's true. When we created this fragrance, that takes me right to the story. This is like 10 years in the making. So it's one of the most well-renowned perfumers in the industry, and it was while on his honeymoon over 10 years ago. He and his new wife went to Sri Lanka, which is a small island off the coast of South Asia. While on his honeymoon, they went on a tour of a tea plantation. So they're standing atop the highest hill on the island. You could see the coast, the waves crashing in on the left, and you could see these rolling hills of this white tea. The workers were giving love and cultivating the gardens, and they were offered this most royal cup of white tea. Now, white tea is the most luxurious, it's the rarest, it's the most delicate and most expensive of all teas. So in that moment, think of that surrounding, these rolling hills of beautiful tea, the love that the cultivators are giving to the gardens, the ocean breeze coming in. He takes this sip of white tea, he looks at his wife and he says, oh my gosh, it was as if time stopped, the world stood still. And he said the symbolism of that white tea, that first sip, was so symbolic of the purity and the love that he felt for this woman that he was pledging his life to. And white tea was born. And it took 10 years in the making. And what we did was we took the power of white tea at the heart of this fragrance, which you haven't traditionally seen in the market. It's just started to come out in, like, you can get one when you go get a coffee or a tea. But white tea is so special and so luxurious. We've taken the most exquisite of all notes to really create this fragrance that just makes you feel happy, makes you feel pure and sensual. When we take a look at the top notes, it's powered by clary sage. Now, we chose this specifically because it's harvested fresh. It gives a soft, sweet floral essence. It soothes the mind and soul. Then we have the sea breeze. That's a freshness and more of a sensuality to the fragrance. We have a mandarin, which gives it a pop. It's a lift. But at the heart, this is the white tea. This is the heart of the fragrance. And in Chinese culture, white tea is used as an elixir for youth and vitality. But when you're harvesting white tea, the reason it's so delicate, it's so expensive and so precious, is because it has to be hand-picked off of the bloom right before the bloom actually blooms, the bud blooms. Then it has to be laid out under the warmth of the natural sunlight to bake to perfection. So the scent that you're left with is this balance of the heart of bringing warmth and sensuality and just the right amount of sparkle and energy that it really brings this fragrance to life. Hugged by the white iris, so you have the femininity, you have that very rare white iris that's sourced off of Tuscany in Italy. So if you think of Tuscany and the beauty and that where it takes you to this beautiful romantic place, this has that element of romance in it as well. And then in the bottom notes, we have the warmth that hugs the fragrance to give it more of a fruity, powdery, velvety nuance. So what you're left with is something that's so pure, so real. It takes you back to all of those special moments, whether they're the moments that you've shared with your loved ones or those moments that you're really creating for yourself. It's energy, but it's also just feeling beautiful.
You know, even the packaging, the beautiful, like clean, refined lines of the bottle, I love. I want to go through the value of each one because I will tell you, on the large ensemble, we have only 700 remaining for everyone. So check this out. I mean, $52 for the Eau de Toilette alone. So for less, right? For $3 less than the price of the fragrance, you are getting the $26 value of the body cream. So that's an incredible, incredible buy. That's your larger ensemble. Then we also have it available with the 1.7 ounce fragrance and the 3.3 of the body cream. That's your other value, and that is $37. No matter which one you're going for, you can't meet it. And I love, this is what I really enjoyed about them. They both smell the same. And like sometimes, you know, Mary, you'll have a body cream, and I'm like, is that the same fragrance?
Yes, or it doesn't last, or the body cream feels too liquidy. We have taken shea butter. We've also taken a lot of wellness ingredients in the industry to deliver a body cream. I was actually bathing over here in it because it's so soft and silky that it goes into the skin so flawlessly. So we've taken that essence of purity, of energy, of life, and then we've combined it with passion and joy to create something that takes you back to those special moments in your life, whether you're just wearing the body cream. And let me just tell you, this is a prized possession. It's hard to even keep it at our counters at Elizabeth Arden.
Is it really?
Because it will quickly become your signature body treatment, and you'll use it every day. And it takes you through. What's so beautiful about it is white tea is designed to be a signature scent. It's like that little black dress in your wardrobe that it's beautiful every single time you wear it, and it fits every occasion. On the moments when, let's say you want to wear one of your other favorite fragrances, what's so beautiful about it is you can use the white tea body cream and then spritz your favorite fragrance. And it is so beautiful, the melange of the mix of the white tea, the energy, the passion, that it actually brings out the other fragrances that you're wearing.
Some of like the keynotes of it?
Yes, the white tea, because it's that balance of sensuality, of warmth, but also just enough sparkle and lift that it really complements everything that you wear.
The beautiful bag.
I was going to ask.
Okay.
Do they get that?
I don't think so. That's why I didn't know it was here, and I didn't want to say anything. So Dan's going to check. I mean, it's sitting here, but to my knowledge, I didn't think they did. We're going to verify that for you. Okay,
we couldn't even keep these in store.
That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Like, we really had a waiting list for these because it's such a beautiful bag.
Oh, all right.
And it's so trendy.
We're going to verify that for everyone because we're not sure. We don't think so. I didn't think so. That's why I didn't say anything. But in any event, you're still getting incredible value today with getting a layered configuration, getting the body cream, getting the fragrance. This large one, once again, think about over 13 ounces, right? And then you're also getting that beautiful fragrance alone that is $58. So an extraordinary value no matter which one you choose. And I think it's important, too, that even when you're choosing body creams and fragrance, you still have 30 days. So you have the chance to get it home, right? Yes. But if you're someone who already loves the fragrance, you know the fragrance, you hit the jackpot here at HSN. Plus that we will ship it to you no matter where you live for free. And we do have FlexPay, so it's available for everyone on 3 FlexPay, 4 on your HSN card. So just a matter of minutes. The bottle, I think I love gorgeous packaging, but this is very
simple purity.
Different with that.
So it's
soft ombre look to it.
It's very symbolic of what we want to achieve in today's life.
Yes.
You know, we're living in a very hectic world where we are bombarded with talking and bombarded with information overload, cell phones, laptops, all of the to-do lists that we have to do. White tea takes you back to that simple purity in life, that simple joy, where you're able to escape for a moment, reset your energies, find that passion, find that place that just lifts you back up. And it's all because we've taken the rarest, the most exquisite ingredients ever sourced and put them into this fragrance to create something that really is a simple luxury. So it takes you to that place of energy, of joy, of passion, perfection, the right amount of sensuality, and the right amount of zen. So it just makes you feel happy and feel beautiful. If we could take a look at the notes again, I would love to just take you through those really quickly. Because the notes are really what makes it so exquisite. So at the heart of the fragrance, we have the clary sage. Now this is your wellness. This is your bringing back the soothing and calming to the mind and the soul. Sea breeze brings more of a sensual freshness to the fragrance. So as you open up the fragrance, you're really getting the sensuality with the wellness and with that instant spike to your energy. Then as you get to the heart of the fragrance, we have the white tea. Now remember, this is the rarest and most expensive of all teas. And it was used in Chinese culture as an elixir for beauty and for vitality and youth. So white tea is the balance of energy, of the right amount of energy, and the right amount of warmth and sensuality. The white iris adds the romance. Now, if you've never smelled white iris, this is sourced from the hills of Tuscany in Italy. It's one of the most expensive,
isn't it?
Yes, it's more expensive than gold. So having white iris in the heart of a fragrance is a very big deal, because in the heart of a fragrance, you end up with more juice. So it's a big deal to layer it into the heart. Then in the bottom, we have the right amount of warmth to really wrap and hug the white tea and the opening notes to absolute bliss and perfection. So when you experience it, it is taking you back. You know, we all have those special moments in our lives, those moments that define who we are, those moments that, you know, take us to a place. And even if we only have 10 seconds to escape, that's what white tea is. It's taking you back to that place where everything in life is so good and so perfect. That's white tea.
And simple.
Simple, but so complex, but simple and beautiful.
Exactly. I get, women get that.
That's us. That really is us.
That is us to the T. And you know, I think it's interesting too, because when you talk about the emotional part of a fragrance, I always love knowing that, because I really do think that that also helps to inspire you, right? As you're picking up the bottle in the morning and you're spraying it on, or you're using the body cream, it kind of grounds you, right? Or brings you, again, it lets you experience everything that the fragrance is all about. And today, I'm going to quickly go through the two choices again for you. Great values in either one. The big one, here again, we'll do the large. Yeah, we'll do the large one first of all, because we have only a few hundred. I believe in the majority of people going for the large set. I would too. And the large set, check this out. And how many do we have left of the large set, Dan? $52 for just the fragrance, okay? That's the 3.3 ounces. So for $3 less, we're giving you the $26 body cream, right? And I have fewer than, we have a little over 400 now at that point in the large set. And then we also have the 1.7 available, which is $39 of the fragrance. The body cream, $637, and that set is $37 for everyone. So you can't go wrong. Get it home, experience it, try it, live with it. You know, that's the thing with the fragrance. You have to live with the fragrance. Again, you want to get up. You want to surround yourself with it. You want to see and feel exactly what it's all about, right, Mary?
I want to piggyback on that, because surrounding yourself, that's one of the things that's so beautiful about white tea, is it's meant to be an experience. So you're spritzing from head to toe. And you're taking yourself to this place where in the beginning of the day, it's setting your day out right. It's getting you started with that right amount of energy, that right amount of calm, but with passion and sensuality. But as you go through the day, sometimes you need a pick-me-up. That's what white tea is for. I also like to spritz this if I'm having a party. I'll spritz this around wherever the party's gonna be, in my living room usually, because it gives a zest to the aura of the environment.
That's a good idea.
And gift giving, this is one of those fragrances that transcends what a fragrance is, which basically means it doesn't matter who you're shopping for, this is a beautiful gift.
Speaking of a beautiful gift, though, I also have that I have to quickly mention before we